Hello, Cam Vinsel here for Module 13 video discussion. And the disease that I decided to talk about today is anorexia. And kind of picked this because I actually went to a high school with a girl who suffered from anorexia. And it was honestly pretty painful to watch, and just kind of how it overtook her life. And she's doing good now, but yep, so I chose anorexia, and along with the book, I got my information from WebMD, which is always a reliable source for medical things, and I also got some information from eatingdisorderhope.com, so they were pretty helpful as well. So what causes anorexia? It starts with people severely restricting their energy intake and what they eat, and it's severely restricted compared to what the normal person for their age, sex, or size would normally consume. It's often viewed as, people look at it as a loss of appetite, but in most cases, and kind of why it's considered a disease, is that it's like a mental denial of the appetite. It's not so much that they lose it; they just tell themselves that they don't need it. Causes, kind of society has created this model of you're only beautiful if you're thin, and it really fuels the debate of anorexia, and it really stems from the fear of gaining weight and what people will think of you, and it's sad, really. And the people that suffer from anorexia, they fail to see their low body weight, and they just keep looking at it as, oh, they're not thin enough, and it just grips your mind. And as WebMD said, there's many social, psychological, environmental factors everywhere that play into anorexia. Some of the symptoms could be rapid weight loss, obsession with calories and fats. If you're always looking at what stuff, there's a difference, but if you're really looking at calories, any weird eating rituals, cutting your food into small pieces and not getting very big portions, depression, thinness of hair, and kind of avoid kind of venting and going out. That's understandable. The girl in my class, we would only see her at school, and that was it. She would never want to be seen in public, and that just kind of stemmed from the fact that she thought she was too heavy anyway, and she had in her mind that she couldn't lose enough weight to be accepted by society, so she would never go outside. So treatment, there's kind of three main ways that it can be treated. The first is kind of medical with doctors. That's kind of the first level of, there's going to be consequences if, it's a heartbreaking starving of your body. And your stomach is going to be messed up. There's a lot of things that could be, your bones, your muscles are going to be hurting. And so they say food's the best drug, but they do have some medicine, like HelpEatingDisorder.com said Zyprexa, and the book said that as well. It can help with your moods and kind of help control those bad thoughts that you have about yourself. But things like an unstable heartbeat can come from anorexia. You don't need a doctor to help you with that. There's the nutritional side of treatment. Weight restoration, putting back on weight. It's not easy once you get down that low. But implementing and supervising a meal plan that's tailored for that specific person, and maybe what they're lacking in one area more than the other, they'll have a meal plan for them. And then the last is kind of therapy. Kind of therapy, it's anything with a therapist, mental. You're looking at the recognition of the errors and the issues that you do have, and talking about them with someone, and learning how to cope with things, learning how to cope with skills. And I would say that probably the most important part is education on the subject. Maybe some people don't even realize they have anorexia, and educating us to a point where we know more, I think, can help prevent. And some of the long-term effects, I kind of talked about it earlier, just the low bone mass. Anorexia is so hard on your body that your strength just goes out the window, and it's not even a factor, and you lose your muscle mass, your bone deteriorate fast, and stress fractures that, there's nothing to support there. So a long-term effect could be, you're hurting, breaking bones, tearing muscles, and that really limits you on what you can do the older you get. The book had a story about a fashion model who got down to 55, and it just wears your body out. It's just, you're tearing into it, and she ended up passing away at 28. But she finally got back up to 80 pounds, but it's kind of a testament to how much your body has to go through to survive, and it limits your lifespan. So, education for me is the main thing on the subject, and hopefully, seeing a classmate go through this, we can just keep working on it.